All right, everyone. Looks like we are live. All right, let's see how many people we can get on the stream here. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about some New Year's resolutions for deep healing space. Myself personally, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions for ourselves if we want to, better ourselves in the new year and do things like that. And talk about a little bit about updates for the channel. Okay, so first of all, with Deep Healing Space, I got a new whiteboard and an easel to put the whiteboard on. So I'm gonna go back to making some whiteboard videos. That'd be cool. I used to do more whiteboard videos, but I moved to a new apartment, and there's not the wall space that I used to have where I could do the whiteboard videos directly on the wall. So I bought an easel, and yeah, but that should work basically the same, just using the easel with the whiteboard. Because I do want to go back to using some. I like the whiteboard videos for me personally. I think it helps my train of thought. It helps convey a lot of the concepts. So when I write it out on the whiteboard, you can see if you go back to some of my old videos, even before Lewis was on the channel, back when it was just me, there were a lot more whiteboard videos that I used to do. And then I would draw on the whiteboard. It helps a lot visually. Helps do a lot of different stuff. So yeah, expect more whiteboard videos. I'm also getting a new camera. I'm getting a new cell phone. This is a Galaxy X7. I'm getting a new S9, so the quality of the video should be better as well. Um, so I kind of also I've been working on a meditation ebook, and I've kind of figured out what direction I want to go with it. In the beginning of the ebook, I thought I wanted to do more research into the pulling down exercise, but after realizing that, uh, after realizing that, there's not a lot of historical references, I don't think, for the pushing down exercise, and there's not a lot of, it's hard to find, a lot of, work on it, I think. So it's mostly focused now on my own personal experiences with the exercise, and then how to do it properly, and then other people's experiences with it, etc. Also, Sarah, my wife, is getting a new phone. So what we decided to do is we're gonna start recording. She does a lot of healthy recipes. Nutritional balancing, sometimes the diets can get bland, right? Just cooked vegetables and meat, some blue corn chips, right? If you're trying to follow the diet very, very precisely. But my wife makes a lot of tasty things that are pretty healthy, and they're always like sugar free. Am I here? All right. So we're gonna start her doing some of the recipes. Okay, so that includes like gluten free, sugar free. Like she makes like cookies sometimes that are sugar free and gluten free, or like she'll make like healthy like crust for like pizza and stuff like that. Just like some of the standard, more standard recipes that are, but made more nutritional balancing friendly. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's it with the updates with the program. I mean, for Deep Healing Space, gonna get a new whiteboard, gonna get a new phone to record stuff on, so more whiteboard videos, and also recording Sarah doing some cooking for you guys because I think that'd be cool. All right. And then also the meditation ebook I continue to work on because I know that the pulling down exercise is probably the most difficult for most people just because it's the most esoteric, right? It's like not as mechanical as the rest of the program. So, you know, eating lots of vegetables, going to bed early, doing the coffee enemas, taking your supplements, it's like very robotic in a sense, right? It's very mechanical. Whereas the pushing down exercise is more esoteric, and I do understand that it is more difficult for a lot of people. Although for some people, it's very easy, right? Okay. So New Year's resolutions for myself. I do want to eat more cooked vegetables than I have been the last year. I've always been good about doing the program, so I do the pushing down exercise a lot. I do the sauna a lot, I do coffee enemas a lot, but I don't follow the diet quite as well as I should. So my new strategy is using a pressure cooker, and I've been pressure cooking a lot of vegetables in one go, and then I put the vegetables into a container like Tupperware, and then I just eat those vegetables throughout the day for the next 2 days. That seems to be working well because I have a pretty big pressure cooker. Pressure cookers are nice because you can cook a lot of vegetables in a little bit of time. And so if you just throw, 4 or 5 different vegetables into a big pressure cooker, cook it, you eat it, and then you put the rest in Tupperware, you can feed yourself for a couple days that way. So that's what I want to do for the New Year's. For me personally, try to eat more vegetables than I have been this last year. Even though I've been progressing well on my program, right? I've retraced several infections, um, and I'm still moving forward, and I do the other components of the program very well in my opinion. I just want to follow the diet a little better than I have been. So gonna work on that. That's my major New Year's sort of resolution. Um, okay, let's see. Anything else? With you guys with New Year's resolutions, New Year's resolutions can be a tricky thing, especially for the common person that maybe isn't on a program. There's a reason why like gym memberships, for example, they spike on the New Year's and then they decline over the rest of the year, right? Because everyone has the New Year's resolution they want to go to the gym more, or they want to they want to eat healthier, they want to do whatever more, they want to work harder, make more money, financial goals. Having goals is okay, but oftentimes, people overlook the little battles each day and building discipline by doing the small things every day, right? Just brushing your teeth every night. That's a stepping stone for some people. Keeping your a big one is I've seen with people is keeping your living space clean. Okay, many people can't even keep their living space clean. If you can't keep your living space clean, how are you gonna make 100 grand a year, right? And so the little steps, right? Just trying to eat more vegetables, you know, um, just trying to use the sauna a couple times a week. Okay, so the little battles are very important for building. They build the discipline and they build the character, so that we can reach bigger goals, right? So I think it's very important to not to put too much burden on yourself, not too much expectation, but instead focus more on the little battles each day, right? Did I eat healthy today? Am I getting enough rest? Did I work hard today, right? Or did I slack off today? Um, so let's see if we have any questions. I just wanted to make a quick video with the updates. Let's see here. Does a low carb diet cause insomnia? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, all messages are visible. Okay, here we go. Okay. Does a low carb diet cause insomnia? It can. I don't think a low carb diet causes insomnia, no. Let's see here. Perhaps no carb. I don't know why a low carb diet would cause insomnia. In fact, I think it was the different. If you're eating no carbs, right, you're eating more proteins and fats. Fats tend to slow you down, especially. And so if you're replacing a lot of those carbs with fats, in my experience, no, it does not cause insomnia. But carbs aren't a bad thing, especially if you're a slow oxidizer. Um, I don't usually. I eat quite a fair amount of carbs, but I'm also a slow oxidizer, right? So it depends on your oxidation rate, somewhat. If you're in fast oxidation, definitely following a low carb diet should help you sleep, right? Not a zero carb, but a low carb diet. Based mostly off cooked vegetables and then healthy fats and healthy proteins, animal proteins specifically. With slow oxidation, yeah, I think eating no carbs, especially no carbs, can affect you a little bit. Um, and if you're an adult, most adults are in slow oxidation. If you don't have a hair test, you can try to figure out yourself. If you're in slow and fast oxidation, you can go to Dr. Wilson's website or you can watch some of our videos. If you're a fast oxidizer, tend to be more extroverted. They tend to work the trades more. They tend to be more irritable, hot-blooded, etc. Slow oxidizers are more yin, right? They're more laid back. They're more burnt out. So kind of you might be able to figure out, where you're at, and also just listen to your body. Like if you're healing, and especially if you're on a program and you're doing the pulling down exercise, you should be able to like listen to your body. Like your body will tell you, do you need more animal protein? Do you need more carbs? My body, if I'm not eating enough red meat, for example, my body will say, hey, like you need some red meat. If I'm eating too much red meat, my body would tell me. You'll get healthy cravings too. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? What book should we all read in 2019? We should all read The Creature from Jekyll Island because we are in the largest debt bubble in human history, and it's important that we understand where our money comes from and how to fix that problem and the history of our monetary system. So we should all read The Creature from Jekyll Island, Joe. How is being a dad with an NB child? Putting children on nutritional balancing programs is very easy. And especially if you're on yourself, right? They're basically just eating what you're eating, which is already pretty healthy. And then on top of it, the children, they heal very quickly, and it doesn't, they don't need much supplements, and it helps their behavior a lot. I always get reports, especially if the child's under age 5, the supplements within a week or two, sometimes quicker, within a day or two, they notice immediate improvement, right? Because the children are in fast oxidation, and they're children, right? And if they're lacking zinc and calcium, magnesium, these have a real calming effect on the body. These minerals have people understand that lack of minerals really upsets the nervous system because these minerals, like I mentioned, especially zinc, calcium, and magnesium, really have a parasympathetic effect on the body, and they make the children calmer. The children become less irritable. They become more calmer. They become sweeter. They're much like I noticed with my stepdaughter that when she takes her supplement, she's she's a more well behaved and a sweeter child. And my wife notices it too. That she just gets more calm and sweeter on the supplements. She's not as irritable, and she's much sweeter on them. She's much more loving, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Biggest difference in Ivy versus her peers. There's not that big of a difference as you would think. Like physically, a lot of it is let's see here. Let's go get my phone in a better position. A lot of it is like less bloating. Like she's less bloated than her peers, and like a lot of children, like they always have runny noses, and they're just like a lot of kids today just like always have runny noses, and like she doesn't have a runny nose or anything like that. So I would say like she has good muscle tone, less bloating, doesn't have a runny nose compared to her peers. I mean, her mental functioning is better than some of her peers, especially like the boys. Unfortunately, the boys, I don't know, like the little boys just get hit harder by the I don't know what it is, the toxins or whatever. I think it's maybe it messes with the like the zinc regulation more with little boys, but like she's quite a bit more mentally advanced than like some of the little boys. But also like the parents are feeding them like Cheetos and Oreos all day long, and they're vaccinated, and it's horrible. You know what I mean? But uh, but yeah, I mean she has her flaws too. I mean no child is perfect, right? She needs to work on sharing. Ivy's not very good at sharing. Okay, how's wife pregnancy? It's good. Wife pregnancy is good. She gets some morning sickness. We're trying to work on her being able to do the coffee enemas to help with her morning sickness. But overall, it's pretty good. And then we'll continue to see how that goes. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off. It's been nice chatting with you. A book you should read in 2019: The Creature from Jekyll Island. And then yeah, expect more whiteboard videos we're gonna do. As I bought a new whiteboard and stuff like that. And yeah, it's gonna be a good year. And me personally, I'm gonna try to eat more vegetables. You guys, I need to eat more vegetables than I have in the last year. Not to say that I've been terrible at vegetables. I still eat, compared to most people, I eat many more vegetables compared to most people. But just trying to up my game a little bit with the pressure cooker. All right. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and happy New Year's, and I will see you next year. Ha ha ha.